started here. So good afternoon. Welcome to Try It Thursday here at the Seneca Sting. My name is Mike. I am a sport coordinator in athletics and recreation at Seneca College. And like I said, this is Try It Thursday. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how to perform an agility test at home that requires minimal equipment. Okay. So right here, hopefully you can see down in front of me is what you're going to need. So for designing that, you're going to need some masking tape or really any kind of tape that would be adhesive to either the floor or the carpet. In this case, I have carpet. So luckily it sticks fairly well unless you hit the lines, which you want to try to avoid. So basically a measuring tape, because what's going to happen is you're going to need to measure out the hexagon shape that's on the ground right now. So 6 sides in case you haven't remembered your geometry from either elementary or high school. But yes, this is a hexagon, so 6 sides, not 8, which would be an octagon. And you're going to measure them out at 2 feet per side. So take your measuring tape. Like I said, this isn't a perfect science, so don't worry if the angles are off. It is recommended that the angles of each side is about 120 degrees. So unless you have a protractor or something that you could measure the angles, don't stress that. This is just a quick little drill you can do at home to spice up your workout routine and to use as a benchmark for testing your agility and your quickness, okay? And it requires minimal space. Obviously, you need 2 feet per angle, but that's pretty much it. And then you're going to need a stopwatch. Ideally, I'd recommend if you used an assistant with you, so if you have a family member or someone who lives at home with you that you can use for them to time you and record that time. It'll be a little bit more accurate than you doing it on your own. But if you can't and no one's around, then you can just have a stopwatch or your phone, as long as it can be accurate while you're holding it and doing the test at the same time. Okay. So again, this is the HEX agility test. So we have it designed here. I did that beforehand. Just a reminder, again, it's 2 feet or 24 inches per side, about 120 degree angle, which isn't as important. So just try to draw out your hexagon. You're going to mark an X in the middle of that hexagon. And what you're going to basically do is, to simplify this, is you're going to start in the middle and you're going to jump in and out of the hexagon, going around all 6 sides, coming back to the middle each time. And you can't touch the lines, so if your foot lands on the line, that technically doesn't count. So again, it's more valid and accurate if you can use someone to kind of assess you and be more strict with your form. Or I would even recommend taking a video footage of yourself doing this test so you can kind of see how your form was, which is kind of cool. So anyway, so we have our X marking spot in the middle of the hexagon. And basically what you're going to do is, starting in the middle, both feet have to jump in and out of all 6 sides. So for example, and you might have half of me cut off here in the camera, you're starting as close to this X as you can. The first jump you're going to do is forward. So I'm going to jump straight over this line here, coming back into the X. So it's out and back in. So you can't jump out and then kind of just barely come back in here. You have to land all the way back at the X, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to repeat that for all 6 sides, okay? Now, I'm not going to do this for time right now, but basically it looks something like this, where you're jumping out, back in, to the side, back in, and so on, completing the whole circuit, and done, okay? So, that's how you do the test. You have to be facing this way the whole time, so you're not actually turning your body with each hop. You're keeping your whole body, your hips, your shoulders, your face facing this way, okay? So, once you have done that as a warm-up, then what you can do to really challenge yourself is to go three rounds. Now, they're saying that excellent is less than 13 seconds, average is 13 to 16 seconds, and poor would be anything above 16 seconds. So if you really want to challenge yourself, pick your dominant side. So if you want to go clockwise, you can lead and go that way and do a circuit. Record your time, but then you have to do it the other way. So either way, you have to go both directions. Okay? So So that's pretty much it, okay? So that's the Hex Agility Test. Again, a quick, easy, affordable way to measure your quickness and agility at home. Hexagon on the floor with the tape, starting in the middle, jumping in and out, all 6 sides, 3 laps, and then you do the opposite way. Give it a try and see how quick you are. Be well, guys. Cheers.